Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And it is bouncing here in Bergamo. Not the biggest venue, but for volume and colour and personality, it is just great. We have already started here. Yet another page in the history of this grand old rivalry. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Mbappe goes on a charge down the left. Couldn't squeeze it through. Mateus. Pull it. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. That's a shade optimistic. Pedri. Oh, he's found support out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Another throw-in.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Mateus. That is a great pick out. Corinthians trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Mateus. Ronaldinho. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance for the header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
No outsmarting him this time. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Palmeiras with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. He's got the shot away! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Tries a header! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Pull it. Can he get it through? Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. And a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Mateus, Palmeiras finding their passes. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Dembele. Mateus. Messi. Cafu. And it's Gullit. Oh, good read. Beckham. Dembele. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Messi. Cafu.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Out to the left it goes. He has found the way through. No way through. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Some first half thoughts?
Well, they've never really been threatened in the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb, very, very organised.
Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still. Neymar! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Messi. Palmeiras do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And he's found a way past. Fiddles it through. Mbappe! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Can he get onto this? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's found the way. Real chance! It's in!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Corinthians penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating.
Tries a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping! And it's Guardiola. Corinthians are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
Oh, they could be caught out here! Guardiola. Palmeiras still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Beckenbauer. It's Pedri. Hoisted in. Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Just about up to the hour now. Messi.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Palmeiras can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
He's played him through.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Mbappe! Oh, shooting chance! Guardiola. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. Pull it.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting.
Terrific header! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Numero 5. Lascia il campo per il numero 15.
So, third corner of the game. Engages and forces him off the ball. And he can clear it away. What a delightful ball. Belts one. And that is wildly off target.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
The pass is intercepted. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's shifting. Great hit. Really well taken goal. And surely that does it. Perfect time. Decisive strike. And that's it. That was always inevitable. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Corinthians are sitting pretty. He's one-on-one! And he's running through. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Roberto Carlos. Well, that's beautifully weighted. The ball has bounced loose now. Fernando Torres. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's picked his way through. Vinicius Junior! And that is a little undercooked. Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Neymar. Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. That looks a cracking ball. The referee's awarded a free kick. Bellingham. Palmeiras looking to pass. Big header! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Corinthians clearly now in lead preservation mode. Griezmann looking to get on the end of this. He's taking on the lot of them. Done delicately.
That's a modern defender's.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Well, how will we look back on that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. A fantastic, tight venue, the Gewiss, now looking every bit a 21st century stadium after the recent renovations. Well, we're on the way. you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this fella, Suarez, I've always been a huge fan of, Peter. A complete forward of the modern era. I call him a hybrid between the traditional 9 and number 10. Drives and turns at people when there's little space. Loves to run in behind when there isn't. There's no one better than him at doing that.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Ronaldinho! Split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Looking here to chip it through. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mateus. And Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Palmeiras are applying all the early pressure.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. De Ligt spots it and intercepts. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. Cafu. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. He's shifting through the gears here. That's good play. Rijkaard with a fine tackle. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Deftly away. He's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Guardiola actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Cafu. Now it's Mbappe! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Cafu. And here's Mbappe. Danger averted for now. Palmeiras have got it back, and they'll have another go. But it's Ronaldinho. And Mateus. Tchouaméni charging forward, the ball at his feet. He has found the way through. It's Luis Suarez! He steps in, and that's the end of that. Messi looking to penetrate opposition lines. He's found a way through. And he's taking no chances there. Guardiola. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, played through for the wide man. Cleared without hesitation. Luis Suarez. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Messi. Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. Boca Juniors have the chance to go the other way.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, it's a promising... And the shot! He scores! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Yeah, the assistant did have his flag up. The referee seemed to spot it late, though. Nevertheless, the right decision.
Disappointments and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Alcantara gets it away. Cafu. And we've reached half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. There's the start of the second half.
Palmeiras clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Pull it. Tchouaméni promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Guardiola. And he's in on goal. Mateus. There's the hit! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
So their fourth corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Roberto Carlos. And it's hoisted clear. That looks a decent ball. Tries to get it clear. Oh, it's come loose. Dinks one through. So it's going to be another corner.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Well, their corner count's rising, but not their goal count. They can improve.
Up he goes! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Loftus-Cheek. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Boca Juniors clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Roberto Carlos. Well, this is certainly a game where the scoreline does not reflect the action. How it has stayed 0-0, nobody can quite understand. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mateus. Shot a goal! It's in! And finally he has breathed life into the game!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Sostituzione per il Palmeiras. Numero 10.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Palmeiras have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Guardiola. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Guardiola. And it's Ronaldinho. And Holland! And that's really well manoeuvred. Great defending, strong and determined. Palmeiras still have the cards to affect this game. That's headed upfield.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Half an hour gone in the second half. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Sostituzione per il Palmeiras.
There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area.
Ronaldinho, numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 22. Villa, il numero 18.
Lacking in accuracy.
Oh, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Palmeiras have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. There's a quick free kick. David Villa. Nice sequence of passes this. Well, the count is rising. That's 6. And Dijk is there, and he can get that clear. Valverde! And that would have won it.
Valverde has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
It's a lucky 7th corner. And the header! No, not the best of headers. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, no joy this time.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, that's a key interception. Palmeiras leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Bellingham. He's got away. Tchouaméni gets over and intercepts.
Palmeiras certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
Looking for a corner. Well, the corners keep on coming. This is their 8th of the game now. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now they can clear their lines. Boca Juniors are looking to go forward now. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. 5 minutes to add. Mbappe. Bruno Fernandes. Chance! And yes, it's there! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Byrne getting this one clear. Tchouaméni played back in. Now it's Hullet. Fires it in low. And that's that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Palmeiras certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. An intimidating atmosphere in the crowd, a crowd so close to the pitch here in this old-style stadium, the Gewiss. And as you can see, we've already started here. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Pullet was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that's put paid to a promising move. Floated through. Pullet unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Works it forward. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Batistuta. Messi. And he's running through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Batistuta couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Spread out to the left, and the ball... He's had a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Changes him with that pass. Now it's Neymar. Chance! Oh, the ball's in he goes again. So it is still 0-0. Mateus. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar, who really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. Well, I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Conte.
Sao Paulo really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how did they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own.
Goes in for the header! Goal! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible, and the finish unerring.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Mateus. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Messi. Now it's Messi. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Palmeiras with the corner. They're first. Climbs up big. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Sao Paulo have the chance to go the other way.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Some
Great chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Ronaldinho cuts out the pass. And the pass is intercepted. Played into space out wide. He is through here. Shapes to shoot! We've got 5 minutes till half-time.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. No way through. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Baresi. Rijkaard.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Cafu has created one goal already. And it's Gullit. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. Palmeiras come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And the second half gets underway. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Picked out brilliantly. Keeper sees it all the way. Defending was strong and firm. Vardiol. Batistuta might just make this. Roberto Carlos gets a foot in here. He's in plenty of space here. Roberto Carlos. Ronaldinho. And here's Gullit. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Nice sequence of passes there. Oh, in he goes again! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Palmeiras get their fourth corner. Header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now it's Gullit. Palmeiras looking to pass their way through. Gullit! Well, now it's a race. Ronaldinho! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, he'll be a little vexed with himself, having done well to get there first.
And it's Schneider. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. An instinctive delivery. Oh no, what has happened here? And that has been cleared.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi
Well, it's good
è di
stuff. This is better.
17.440
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, well played. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta. That's been cut out, well played. And Batistuta!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Sostituzione per il Palmeiras. Numero 5. Viene sostituito con il numero 15.
Can he finish? Schneider with the short one. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. Sao Paulo have their second corner now. Cafu is there, and he can get that clear. Kimmich has a shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Oh, can he get onto this? Ronaldinho. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hullet, showing good feet. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's nice. Palmeiras are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Neymar. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Sao Paulo really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was...
There's the shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for
Sostituzione per il
offside.
Palmeiras. Numero 11. Ronaldinho. Numero 10. Messi. Numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20. Il numero 22. Via. Il numero 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Oh, that's a key interception.
Palmeiras couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Just 5 minutes left. Well, they could break here. No, that's been intercepted. Well, played right into his path. Now it's Iniesta. Iniesta! Now, oh, what has happened here?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
Fernando
recupero.
Torres is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well read, and the danger is averted. And here's Rafinha. Rafinha! They just took too long getting forward.
Peter, the best counter-attacks are pacey and incisive, we know that, and that one never really got going.
And the referee brings it to a close. Palmeiras have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. An intimidating atmosphere in the crowd, a crowd so close to the pitch here in this old-style stadium, the Gewiss. The action has already started. Mbappe! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Palmeiras with the corner, there first. Gets his head to it! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bullet is offering a wry smile there.
And he's being shifted off it. Costa Curta makes the interception. Cafu, great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Davids does really well to win the ball there. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Mbappe. He's going for goal! And he has kicked it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That's headed upfield. He's played him through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
And here's Hullet. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right! And Palmeiras score first!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Messi, that is it, Arrascaeta! It's run loose, who's going to... has another go! They've scored! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Mbappe. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Messi. Well-timed, excellent interception. De Arrascaeta. Jamal! Oh no, that was never going to make it. Bellingham. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Decent hit from there. Cafu. Messi. Now it's Messi. Great work on the overlap. He has found the way through. Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. And he's there to get it away. Mateus.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Mbappe. Oh, just skips past his man. Nice sequence of passes, this. And the shot! Corner it is. Corner number 2, then. Flamengo have the chance to go the other way. He is through here. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Bellingham. Van Dijk. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe. Chance and a header! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Jamal. It's Bellingham. Mbappe. Cafu calmly anticipates. Mateus. And there's the end of the first half. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. So we're into the second 45.
Palmeiras are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted. Costa Curta gets it away. Now it's Messi. He's got away. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Mateus. Gullit. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mateus. Mateus! It's in! And they've got their lead back. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Guardiola.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 17.007 spettatori.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He's found a way through. Gullit! He scores! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. How very smart. He just got it right.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Has a look and has a go. Cafu. Adams cuts it out. Vinicius Junior. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Yamal. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, and he's through the middle. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Gullit. Now, who's going to be first to this? He's had a hit! And that would have been game, set and match.
Messi is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Numero 10, Messi, numero 21, numero 5, numero 8. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20, il numero 22, Villa, il numero 23, Fernando Torres, il numero 15, il numero 18.
Corner number 3 coming up. He gets big! Harmlessly behind.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Mbappe. Back into the middle. So much time and space here. Decent hit! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Yeah, this is part of the job. Head down and keep plugging away.
And it's hoisted clear. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, that's nice. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. He's got tall.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bellingham. And the counter is on. De Bruyne. That's a little off target. Thinks one through. And the shot! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player...
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. A fantastic, tight venue, the Gewiss, now looking every bit a 21st century stadium after the recent renovations. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Another episode of this age-old tale, uncompromising conflict. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's, I think, superb in that position on the right-hand side. I don't want to see him moved anywhere else in the team because he's expert in that area. And I think the next phase in his career now is to start scoring more goals. He's already pretty proficient at that, but he's good enough to add many more goals to his game, and he could do some damage here too.
Okay, interesting. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Messi. Costa Curta gets a foot in here. And here's Torres. And he's running through. Torres couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Goes down, but nothing given. Can he finish? That's another chance. And he comes up trumps again.
Well, look, believe me when I tell you that goalkeepers work harder than anyone else in training, and that's why, to be top class on match day, that was a majestic stop.
Rijkaard with the clearance. Martinez. Palmeiras yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's run loose here. Koundé. In with the challenge. Goes long and straight. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's found a way through. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mateus. Roberto Carlos delivers. It's Ronaldinho! That's been cut out, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Santos clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Ronaldinho. Messi, brilliantly cut out. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Palmeiras clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Costa Curta calmly anticipates. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Rijkaard wins the duel this time. And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Torres! That was superb goalkeeping.
Fernando Torres clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Santos are looking to go forward now. And And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's fabulous. Van Bouten makes the interception. Traumeri. Owen. Oh, this is a great position. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Elise. Santos couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Guti. He can run onto that. Mbappe! Superb goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Ha segnato al 45esimo minuto, numero 9.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here, the game still up for grabs, and the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. And the game has already resumed here.
Palmeiras can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Always going over the top.
Mbappe has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Roberto Carlos, and it's Gullit. Now Ronaldinho. That looks a good ball through. Mateus unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mateus, and he welcomes it in. Now it's Gullit. He's got... Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. Oh, it's come off the upright. Oh, he's missed.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
And that's put paid to a promising move. That has been cut short. And it's Gullit. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Palmeiras still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Now it's Gullit. Guti.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He might be in here. Mbappe. Palmeiras needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, important interception.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here. He gets big. Guti. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start.
Just the keeper to beat. Owen receives it in a good position here. Torres. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, he's bustling through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, super find. Kimmich. Yamal. And now the breakaway. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's cut it out. And Hullet! He's got away with one there.
That's just front foot enforcement. Pressure leads to mistake, leads to chance.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Palmeiras perhaps contemplating their next change here. Great ball if he can get there. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Mbappe. Guti. Now it's Owen. No, he's not getting past him there. Guti. And he's lost his man. Guti! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
The changes then in quick succession. Santos are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Palmeiras are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. David Villa. Chance! Really well taken goal. Just one goal in it now. Game on!
Palmeiras clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Sostituzione per il Palmeiras. Numero 8. Lascia il campo per il numero 18.
Santos have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
And he's managed to gift it back.
Santos surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams...
Shapes to shoot! He has done it!
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Gol per il Santos. Ha segnato all'84esimo minuto, numero 29.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
The final 5 minutes. David Villa. Oh, that was vital. Bellingham. And that's gone loose. Nicked it back promptly. Yamal. Mbappe. Mbappe.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, well played. Havertz. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. David Villa. Bellingham. This could be their final throw of the dice. Palmeiras have their second corner now. Tries a header! And somehow he's managed to miss it. He's found support out wide. Yamal has it out wide and in space. Yamal! It's a loose, struck first time. And with that, the final whistle. Palmeiras were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not...